Hey everyone, welcome to Scotty Talk with Tyler and Dustin. Dre, our special guest, Dre Ortiz, is here with us. Everybody wave hi
Hello,
to
everybody.
Dre and say hi to Dre. During the countdown, Dre actually popped off the camera, and I thought he was going to make like a wrestling entrance or something. We were about to call him out, but we're glad to have him.
I had to get some water. I was like, man, where's my water at? I was like, I need some water. I know we're going to be talking for like an hour.
Dustin and I said the same thing. That's why I got my big water bottle. I made sure to get that because I ran out last week. Dustin ran out. Like it's a hassle. It's a trouble. So
I know that's right. All right.
Here's the struggle. Hey Brock, what's up, man? Brock Sitchwan. And the name of the episode tonight is Big Marvel Giveaway. And I can't take credit for this. This was 100% Dre's idea. He messaged me and said, "Hey guy, you want to do a giveaway? You can give away some Big Marvel stuff." And I said, "Sure, that sounds good to me." So I give him 100% credit for this. And we came up with 4 kick butt giveaways I'm proud of, and we'll do it. Hey Seth, happy Wednesday to you as well. Without further ado, we'll try to be pretty punctual about this, but we'll have a 7:15, a 7:30, a 7:45, and 8 p.m. giveaway. And you can see what they are below. That's Central Time for anybody wanting to tune in. Real quick, Dre, we were talking Breaking Bad. We were talking this great new TV show that Dre just started watching called The Walking Dead. If y'all have no spoilers, Dre, no spoilers.
You're too late.
And we need to talk how we're going to do the show. So, but Dre, me and Tyler kind of said the first 3 giveaways will be for people that posted on the comment or posted on the post in the group. And then at 8 o'clock, anybody that says, "Hey, I want to join the drawing," will be for anybody that joins the YouTube show tonight that may not even know about the Scotty Young Appreciation Group, which, Tyler, this is episode 3. And I think that's the first time I've said the group's name in an episode. Correct me if I'm wrong about that.
I think you're right. Yeah, that's which is funny. I guess, we just jumped right into it and it just must have slipped the mind. So
yeah, that X-Men FF is not a giveaway, Seth.
Seth and I'd be like, all right, let's go. Like,
see, Tyler has left the studio. We'll see him.
Right? Yeah.
But
talk to you in the chat.
We'll kick off the show. We're very grateful to have Dre with us tonight. He's been a really good member of the Scotty Young Appreciation Group on Facebook. And I checked today, Dre, you joined back in March 31st of 2023. And then if anybody wants to check out Dre's Substack down there, he writes an excellent summary of how his origin into Scotty Young, which started, it looks like, in 2021 with Vive. Am I pronouncing that right? I've never said it out loud. Is that correct? You want to give us a little info on what brought you into the Scotty Young world?
So basically what got me into it, it's funny because my other friend, Tyler Geary, we were on that app called Vivi, and they basically sell digital collectibles, aka NFTs, bunch of like crypto mumbo jumbo. But basically with the digital collectibles, they had different IPs such as Marvel, DC, and they happened to release comic books on there, and you can actually read them in augmented reality and virtual reality. And that's where I happened to run into Scotty's work, and it was The Rise of Ultraman, the variant, which is, when I saw it, I thought it was awesome. I was like, who is this guy? And my friend Tyler was like, yeah, this is Scotty Young. I've actually just bought some physical comics from it. And I was like, what? So literally with Tyler's influence, it made me just start collecting Scotty Young like ridiculously. And when I was younger, I was really into comics like around middle school. And then I just fell out of it like right after 7th grade. Once you go into high school, your mind is on different things as a young guy. So I just stopped collecting comics. But then I got right back on comics, started collecting Scotty Young, Spawn, a whole bunch of Star Wars. And yeah, that's really what got me into it, man. Tyler, and then the VB app. After that, I just went down the rabbit hole and started collecting everything. If you go on my Substack, I even mentioned like we kept the how they add the packing cards and the orders. We started collecting those. Seth got the secret rare Scotty.
He's got all of them. So.
Yeah, exactly. He has the Holy Grail, the Holy Trinity of them. But yeah, man, I just literally fell down the rabbit hole, and I fell in love with his art. especially his non-baby art. A lot of people love his baby art, but I love his non-baby style. I think it's like
I think that's the gateway. I think the baby art, baby variants are kind of the gateway to get you into Skottie. And then once you go down that rabbit hole, there's so much more. And one question I had for you, and I meant to put a picture of it on the slide, and I apologize for not, but if anybody follows Dre on Instagram or even in our Facebook group, he always has the best little Dre Ortiz name plates beside the comics he got. Where do those come from?
So actually, I tagged the creator of them on all my posts. His name is Quigbo. I always tag him to give him huge credit for those name tags. He actually gifted to me, and I appreciate it so much. I started off with these little small ones right here. If I could find them. Well, I had smaller ones. If you go on my Instagram, I had very smaller ones, and oh, actually they're right here. And I kept posting them, and Quigbo was like, "Hey man, I think you need larger ones," and he literally just sent me. He told me to pick some colors out, and then I told him some black and green ones. He sent them to me, and but yeah, Quigbo. If you go on my Instagram, he's tagged on there. You can always hit him up. He does a bunch of cool stuff. He does like 3D printing, and he's very high into like technology. So he does like old retro Game Boy builds. It's awesome. But yeah, that's really what got me into
Seth's comments there. He first met you on Whatnot.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it's funny because when we were on when we met on Whatnot, every time we would go on to like a seller stream, Seth is like, "Oh, here comes these guys," because we were literally just buying up comics, like bidding them up. But that's a funny story. I'm glad Seth mentioned that.
Yeah, there's guys in the art world that do that. They do that same thing. When you see their name pop up, you're thinking, well, I might as well just stop bidding because I know these guys are going to take it farther than I'm wanting to go. So do you buy a lot of your Skottie older catalog from Whatnot?
When I first started, it was mainly Whatnot and eBay. And it's funny because I was thinking about this not too long ago and how I'm not on Whatnot as much as I used to be when I first started, just because my Skottie collection got much larger. So the like hard to find books, I basically got almost all the ones I want. Seth actually has, I think he has one. All of us wants the Avengers Assemble, and Ryan also has that Brick City Breach. But those are kind of like the last two books I'm looking for. But yeah, ever since I just kept collecting, I found myself not on Whatnot as much or eBay. Now it's almost, if I see a book that I really, really like, I'll just get like a double or triple of it just to have it.
Yeah. Well, I could talk to you all night and ask a ton of questions, but I'm sure people are going to start. We won't make it past the second slide, and we'll already have given away all 4 prizes. So whenever we get to I do want to highlight some of the collection, especially your hat. Whenever we get later on in the episode where we start talking about what you got this week and what, Dre, I'll turn it back over to you. And that'll give you a few minutes to kind of decide what you want to get together. Because once again, we had zero planning with Dre because we got busy talking. So I apologize for that. So
yeah, I think the best things come spontaneously.
The first slide is a giveaway show. That's right. And I'm a very nervous, anxious person, so I'm 100% against that. But I like to go with the flow as well. So, top 5 big Marvel covers and our top 5 big Marvel wish list. And since Dre is our guest, we're going to let him go first. And he also got the best pictures for the best characters for the big Marvel wish list. So, and I got the worst ones because
it's funny. I saw you not double.
Take it away.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that was a conscious effort.
Out of these, my favorite 5 right here, I think Storm is my favorite. Just because it has more details, coming out of the clouds and then the lightning storm.
And the background, the effects.
Yeah, super awesome. Storm, I think is I think a lot of people actually like that one a lot. And second, I go with Blade. I grew up with Blade. I love watching the old Wesley Snipes movie. It was awesome actually seeing him in the Deadpool movie, which was so cool. And Electro,
amazing.
Man, what? And then The Thing, I'm a huge Fantastic Four fan. I love, like, my favorite superhero growing up was actually the Human Torch. That was my first. And if I read correctly, Human Torch is actually one of the first 3 Marvel characters that ever came out. So that was pretty cool. That was a pretty cool fun fact when I found out about that. And then Spider-Boy, I thought that was such a cool, when they first introduced him, I thought that was going to be such a dope arc and story. I love his actually his series right now is actually pretty good. I love it. I haven't read past issue 4. I need to have like a huge stack of must read books. And then Thanos. I've always thought Thanos was a badass. My main quote from that I tell people is Thanos was right. He was never wrong.
I seen that one going around. Yeah.
Yeah. But honestly, there was I think we talked about the ones we wanted. I don't know if that's another subject we're gonna talk about.
Yeah. I can get the next slide. Yeah.
Yeah. Real quick before we get to the next slide, just kind of an interesting fact. There's 3 of us. We did these kind of blindly. We didn't know what the other person was picking, and it is kind of funny. We had 12 unique covers for our 3 picks. There was some overlap, and we had 12 unique characters that we wish were in there. So it just kind of shows you there's a good variety of what people's favorites are, and we'll foreshadowing to the chart later. We'll see that from the group as well.
Oh yeah.
All right, Dre, which ones? This is your list of ones you wish were future covers.
Yeah, main go-to, I think it would be Rhino. I love Rhino. He's one of my favorite villains in all of Marvel. That would have been so cool to get a Rhino, and then obviously Human Torch would be next, and then Doom, Punisher, and Silver Surfer. I mean, those are those are just dope ass characters right there. That would have been cool to see.
Yeah,
it's funny that it was about like 27 covers, right? It's 27 characters.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, 27, 52 total with the black and white variants.
Yeah, and that just lets you know like how huge the Marvel universe is. I was just like, geez, like you could literally go on and on like what other covers Skottie could do. But yeah, this would definitely be my top 5 wish that happened for the big Marvel.
This guy, I like Seth comment. Yeah, they did 27 cover set of villains. Like if they did villains instead of heroes, that would be pretty.
That would have been crazy. 27 villains, 27. Yeah.
And I can just see the complaints rolling up now for we got to buy 27 more books or 54 more books to be black and white. But I, for one, and me and Tyler talked about this a little bit. We were glad to see them come out. You don't have to buy them all at the same time. Mm-hmm. Take your time. These are the 21st, 27 are commons, and usually the will come down. The variants will come down if you wait. So that's part of the fun of collecting, especially a comic. If you devote most of your collection to Skottie, you got plenty of time to collect these. Although it doesn't look like Skottie's slowing down, he's a full steam ahead.
Speed machine.
Tyler,
yeah.
You're up, man.
Yeah, no, Dre and I had the Storm. I think, like Dre said, just having the visual effects with it. I mean, I love the clean white backgrounds, and I totally get it, but just that little bit extra with the clouds and her, doing her pose floating through was really awesome. I love Iron Man. Iron Man's was my first favorite hero, and he still is like one of my top heroes. I just love the armor stuff, not necessarily his, past issues with alcohol and everything, but it was just his technology. I just love the technology he comes up with. So Iron Man will always be one of my favorites. And then again, Thor, I just love the visual effects, the lightning coming off. And I like how he always generally draws Thor dopey and silly, like just having fun. And that goes for Hulk too. Like looking at all these covers, they all look cool. And he just got Hulk coming in here, like, saying, hey, like waving it's got this big grin on his face. So that was great. And then Spider-Punk's design just looks so cool. And like, it's honestly some of my favorite Spider-Man stuff that Skottie's drawn with the recent cover with the guitar and everything. Like that's one of my all-time favorite Skottie covers. So these for me were my go-to 5. So.
All right. Very cool. And after we get through with your next slide, we will do our first drawing. So I'm going to.
Oh yeah.
You can take that off, and we'll have our first drawing here as soon as Tyler finishes this one up. Take your time, then, Tyler. No rush.
No, that's the problem. Yeah, I don't know. I meant to ask you this before. I don't know if you did it intentionally, but choosing the Robert Downey Jr. picture for Dr. Doom, I thought was perfect for me since I love Iron Man, and that's a separate topic we could chat about for 30 minutes an hour itself, but like Dre said, Dr. Doom's such a big villain. I'm surprised he didn't make the cutscene. Nick Fury, I just like Nick. I don't know. Again, especially with Samuel L. Jackson, his presentation, of him like just doesn't care. Like he's just like, I'm Nick. I'm just doing what I want. Like I'm a human, but I don't really care. Punisher, up there. Skottie draws him well. Ant-Man would have been fun. I love when he plays with the scale and everything. So whether or not he was shrinking down, growing, large, whatever it is. Silver Surfer, I just love the chrome looks. Silver Surfer's just got such a clean design. And then I brought up Invisible Woman just because I thought it would be hilarious if there was just nothing on the cover, or maybe like a slight hint of an outline or something, just to be like, really? Like, that's such an easy, throw in a towel kind of a deal. But I thought that would have been hilarious, especially with the black and white variant. So.
And me and Dre appreciated that one. If no one else gets that one and chuckles at it, me and Dre had a good chuckle on that one. So
exactly. As long as somebody got it, so
that was hilarious.
Yeah, and the RDJ, I'm not going to lie to you. I had him on mine, and I thought, I can't do that to you. I know your connection with Iron Man and everything, so I had to give him to you, Tyler. But all right, time for the giveaway now. Tyler has saved me. I had my phone. I was going to use the spinning wheel, but Tyler's a lot more tech savvy than I am, so he's got it. We're going to share the screen. Yeah, Tyler. Oh, me. We'd have an ink board or me drawing paper out of a hat if it was up to me. But Dre, this is for the signed Big Marvels poster print. So this is the very first one.
That looks so good.
Dre's got it held up there. So Ty, the honors.
Spin away.
Who gets it?
Looks like Steven.
Congrats, Steven.
Yeah, it's a great poster. I need to get mine framed.
I'm not mistaken, Steven, whenever I did my...
And I like that Skottie signed these in red.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Mine's in black. So that red is clean.
Yeah, the red is clean out. That was a nice surprise.
Can you hold that up again, Dre, so everybody can see it? It took me a second to get it.
Oh, yeah. See if we got the signature right there.
Yeah, it was such a great idea to draw the characters individually to where they work, but then being able to mash them together into this gigantic poster was such a fun idea.
Yeah. It was cool, too, how they offered the signed poster as for purchase. And at first, everybody thought they were going to send them folded. And we were like,
the folded ones. Yeah, it was confusing having those be the promo for the comic stores, the old versions. So.
It's funny.
They turned out so well. Brock, the actress, Julia Gardner.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, go on, Dre. I'm sorry.
I literally ordered 3 posters because, one of them, I know Ryan wanted them, and he's in Canada, so I was like, I told him I'd hook him up and send it. And the third one, I was like, do I really want to hang 2 up? I was like, maybe I could do like a giveaway later. That's
smart. Yeah, I missed out on I get mine at Heroes Con, but thankfully I got it signed by Skottie there. But that's Seth's. I think it was Seth who brought it up. My favorite. I said he hauled too long, deciding on whether or not I wanted to get the bundle for the comics. So by the time I decided, the poster was already gone. So.
Real quick, going back to Brock's comment, he was asking the Silver Surfer actress Julia Gardner from Ruth from Ozark, Emmy-winning actress. I know there's been some kind, and there's only 2 Silver Surfers that have been cast in film, so I had to stretch for you on this one, Tyler, since Dre got the Doug Jones version from the Fantastic Four Rise of Surfer. But I'm excited about seeing her portrayal. I think she's a terrific actress, and I'm not going to knock it until I see it. I know there's been a lot of people that have kind of was in an uproar that you're not getting the traditional Silver Surfer, but when they announced who the actress was, I was like, she's got it. She can do it.
And, we're playing with multiverse. We're playing with, we don't even know the story yet. So, it could be that it's not, the main Silver Surfer. It's a different variant. So, like you said, I'm going to wait to see the movie and, officially see, whether or not this is, their Silver Surfer, or, see how they do it. So
Yeah, I think it's going to be good.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. All right, now it leads me to my list, and there's a little bit of overlap. I have to check out my cheat sheet, but me and Dre both picked Thanos, and me and Tyler both picked Spider-Punk. But that's really between the three of us. We all each kind of picked one with each other. So Thanos, Dre said it. He was probably the fifth one I picked, but after I picked him, I was like, well, after I put the picture up here, he kind of rose up the list of my top 5. The same reason that Tyler picked Hulk is why I picked Venom, because you think of Hulk or Venom being this imposing figure and kind of goofy in the movies, but in the comics, and Skottie just paints him as kind of someone that kind of chug along with you as you're walking. I was really hoping when I first saw that this was one of the books that Skottie was doing was that it's going to be a black cat, or it's going to be Black Cat on the cover. But then I saw that it was Jackpot, and this is Scottie's first cover with Jackpot with Mary Jane. So it's probably my favorite cover of the group, or Spider-Punk would, it's kind of 1A, 1B with those two, because Spider-Punk is such a coolly designed character. And then Captain America with the forward-facing charge, where everybody else has kind of got a little bit of a goofy thing on some of the characters. Captain America's all business, as he should be. So I like that one quite a bit.
I almost picked that one for that same reason. I like that it was head-on. I think that's one of the few times we see a head-on character with his baby covers too. So
very
I like these pictures you use too.
And now you see that this is the B team, or the C team, I guess you'd say. But Felicity Jones, who was Black Cat, she was Felicia Hardy in Amazing Spider-Man 2. So that's a deep dive. She never got to fulfill her role as Black Cat, but I wish we had a Black Cat. Rogue, I was sick this weekend, so I did a rewatch on Sunday of X-Men, the first X-Men, and then X2, and I have a new appreciation of those. I mean, sure, some of the special effects aren't where they are now, but Bryan Singer did a great job with those, and it makes me. I couldn't watch Last Stand because that is probably my least favorite X-Men movie out. But Deadpool, Wolverine Origins, and you all didn't pick Deadpool, so I could what's new, which everybody would have understood, but I picked the worst version of him I could find. So, and who doesn't love Toby Kebbell's Doctor Doom from the much hated Fantastic Four reboot? And Juggernaut, I really wanted to pick the Juggernaut from Deadpool 2, but I had to go with Vinnie Jones as Juggernaut. But these are the 5. We all 3 picked Doctor Doom. Yeah, he does a really good job in a lot of stuff he's in, and the costume was kind of goofy looking and the little helmet, but Vinnie Jones, you can't blame that on him. He played his butt off on that role.
Well, and interestingly enough, supposedly that's why he won't return as a character, just because that costume supposedly gave him PTSD. Like he hates wearing it. Like he won't. Like he's like, I can't do it. I can't put that on again. So.
Oh man.
Really? I didn't realize that.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, because he was on the short list for a potential cameo.
The only overlap we had on this one.
So.
Well, they had the different characters from that movie that were almost identical to the ones that we expected, but had some slight variation to them. And I tried to go in spoiler free, so I was really hoping to see Vinnie Jones pop up, but I had no idea about that story that you just told, Tyler. So that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But as we'll see coming up, and I think a lot of our members agree with me on this. Doctor Doom was the one that we all picked. That was a little surprising that he wasn't included, but a lot of this had to coincide with, I guess, what Marvel was releasing at that time too. So Skottie and it was probably at mercy of whatever characters he could pull from the books that they gave him a list for this anniversary special of his.
Yeah, I
wonder how help me if it gets to 7:30. I forget about the next giveaway.
I think so. Yeah.
All right, chart time. Well, we'll try to get through the first chart because I want to get your all's take on this as well. Our chart for this week, and it was one of the questions that kind of leads to our giveaway, was what was your favorite big Marvel cover? And this is straight from our group. You can see the overwhelming favorite was Wolverine, but
And
Thanos
Storm.
and Storm,
Yeah.
Storm came strong. Thing was another one that was big. Moon Knight and Ghost Rider were the other ones that were getting the top votes. But yeah, none of us picked Wolverine. That's kind of surprising. After I saw this list, I was shocked that. But out of the group that picked,
I'm surprised Wolverine got that much.
Go on.
Yeah, I'm with Dre. Yeah, nothing against Wolverine. I love Wolverine. It was good. I liked him lunging, but just some of the other ones, just maybe that we don't get to see as much, or just like I said, whether it was the special effects, like with Storm, that just really gave that oomph. But I was surprised, that Wolverine was the group's big top pick. So
I'm not surprised. Definitely not surprised.
Maybe that's to do with the movie that just. Yeah, Dre, one of the things we learned in the first one, I apologize if it sounds like I'm talking over you at any time. Me and Tyler learned I've got about a 3-second delay, so I'll start talking thinking you all are done. So I apologize.
I hope you don't think I'm cutting you off either.
No, not at all. I know it's my fault. It's my slow lag. So. But maybe it's the Deadpool and Wolverine movie that's got everybody thinking, I love Wolverine, everything now. But I was surprised. And
it's true.
Honestly, I thought Spider-Punk was going to be higher. I think he got 1 vote from our group. Is there anyone that y'all are kind of surprised aren't on this list? You can take a second and look at it.
Let me see. Dang, Captain America. Is Captain America on there? Oh, yeah, he is.
Hulk didn't make it. I'm surprised. But again, I guess people liked Venom. But again, I liked how silly and big he was, but maybe that's why they chose Venom instead. So
I thought the Black Widow one was pretty good too. I really liked the Black Widow.
I did almost contemplate it. I love the lasers. Just that slight little added effect, just really made that character pop for me a little bit more. So I'm surprised to not see her there. Or I know she is there, but just not as popular.
I was kind of looking to see if anybody from our list wasn't on there. That it's pretty bad. I can't remember my list. I just talked about it 5 minutes ago. That's how good they are. There's some of them on here, I think.
Doesn't surprise me. Iron Man's on there, so I didn't bring him up. It's I'm biased, so.
Let's see.
Oh, he didn't make the list. I didn't notice that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spider-Boy.
Thor didn't make the list either.
Yeah, Thor didn't. Yeah, Spider-Boy didn't make it.
Spider-Boy didn't.
No Daredevil.
And we had roughly 40 people. Yeah, there was a couple for that. But we had roughly 40 people that posted on that to get into the giveaway. So it was a good variety. I mean, it was a good sample size of kind of what our group was leaning towards. But still, with just 40 people and as many covers, and they still hit 19 out of 27 of the covers. So and to be honest, some of the Iron Man, the Thor, the Hulk, you may have thought you've seen Skottie's version of them enough that you see somebody like Miles Morales or Doctor Strange, just some of these that central character of the book might have made them just have a little bit of a bias towards those, but. Well, Seth, make sure to put Seth in the last drawing that we have for the day, since we got to get him.
I'll make a mental note to add him.
Can't leave our boy Seth out. All right.
I
was trying to delay for just a second here because we're just about.
I like how Dre said. Seth's got enough. He's good.
You have enough, Seth.
Close, and I'm gonna put
Alrighty, spin number 2.
We'll go ahead and knock out the 730.
Nice. This is for which one? This is for the Scarlet Witch. Oh,
Spider-Punk.
Nice.
Like Brandon just nearly grabbed that one.
Good luck, Brandon. Good grab, Brandon. Congrats.
That's a good one. I love that Spider-Punk. That's
Well,
fine.
All right. I'm trying to make a note of all these.
No, understandably, you're better about that than I would be. So.
All right, bringing the presentation back. Sorry, guys. Okay, got it back. All right, our next slide we'll get into here. This is the wish list that our group picked, and there was 29 different ones selected, and only 5 of them match our picks, which is overwhelming. The same thing we all 3 decided. Doctor Doom would have been a great addition. Deadpool is another popular one. Galactus.
Galactus is a good one.
Yeah.
Bit. Oh, Nightcrawler.
He always drew Nightcrawler really fun. So yeah, that
Beta Ray would be cool.
A fun one was Beta Ray Bill.
Yeah.
Oh, that would. Has he ever drawn Beta Ray Bill in his style? Or
I was really wondering too, Tyler.
I don't know if he ever has, but I could be wrong.
I don't think I've ever seen him draw Beta Ray.
Yeah, unless it's in someone's collection or it was done during a con. It almost makes me, for the next CGC option, to send in a Beta Ray Bill just to see what it looked like.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I would like Beta Ray Bill was the one out of this list that I saw. I'd love to see that.
Can't wait for that CGC event. Oh man.
Oh yeah, that's going to be great. Hopefully that they'll announce when that's going to take place, because the list closed off last Friday on the 23rd.
Mm-hmm.
So we're getting closer to it. I'm thinking sometime this fall it'll happen, and we'll have our books back before Christmas, which is what, finger crossed, I'm hoping for. It'll be a very nice Christmas gift.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe he'll do them like
that'll also be fun when everybody starts. Oh yeah, when everybody starts getting their books in, and Dre, if you want to come back at that time, I'd love to kind of have a show where everybody can show what books they got. That'll be fun, because everybody loves seeing those. And
yeah.
Our next thing, any new items in the, we'll knock me and Tyler out with these, and then we'll turn the show over to you, Dre, and let you show off a little bit full screen. But Tyler, you got any new items in your collection this week?
I do. I'm making this a tradition now, it seems, almost, but they're in my box. They're waiting. The covers that came out today. The wraparound Marvel cover that just came out, which is just that poster. But I think especially on a comic, that'll look really clean, especially if you get that graded, being able to flip it and see the front and back. So that's at the shop. I've also got Skottie's that just shipped out. I just got the notification today. And then the I'm blanking on what the other one was that just came out today along with it.
The Alien and Avengers.
Is that the one? Yeah, that came out today. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that one's great. I mean, the face hugger on Captain America's head, like, it's so fun. I'm glad he's done Predator, Alien, has done this one now. Like, those are such great covers. So I'm definitely looking forward to adding those to the collection. So, like I said, I'll try, maybe if I can, start grabbing these before the show, and then that way we can, have it physically enough. But they're waiting for me.
All right, good deal. I got 2 pieces in this past week. One of them, Tyler, we had talked about last week, where the FedEx driver brought the box and nobody was here to sign for it, so they took it back, and I didn't get it for night. But I won't show that. I'll show that one last, because that one's kind of a bigger one. But this was picked off from a Facebook group that I guess they had got this remark done back in 2022 from the CGC.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
I'll post better pictures of this.
You have to make your
this is a Miles Morales. Nobody wants to see my big kid, Tyler.
I want to see that big remark. Let me see that thing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's really cool.
There we go. There we go. And the little paint can, spray paint can, is what sold it for me.
That's cool.
So
yeah,
the next CGC op that Skottie does, I want to send this one in and see if I could get a wall painted or a wall remarked here or something. Just with the paint can.
Having tagged somebody.
Yeah,
just something
maybe
over here for the remark, and just
maybe tag something Spider-Man or even Prowler. Have him tag Prowler.
What year did he do that?
That's it. This was 2022, so it was 2 years ago.
2 years ago. That's not bad.
So cool. And the second thing I got, which was Old Man Logan cover from
nice.
2015.
Very nice. That's awesome.
The gag that he put on here, he put young old man, doesn't even make sense. And if you pull the comic up, it has a different tag, but you can kind of see where Skottie prints his layouts digitally. You can kind of see the blue on underneath it. I don't know if it can. It's not going to come through.
It's hard to see, but it's interesting.
So.
He's brought that up before. Skottie has, where he's talked about how he submits his drawing along with the speech bubble or maybe the idea he has for it, and then it's up to Marvel whether or not they use it or they use something else entirely different. So that's cool that you got one that's different than what the official printing was. So
yeah, and I'll have to post. I'll post the official cover whenever. It's kind of bad. I don't even own that comic, and I'm going to end up buying it from somewhere. I planned on buying it before the show so I could have it to show, but other things came up. So, but I'm very proud of that one. I was excited to see that one pop up for sale. And if y'all give me just a second, I want to make sure to give the guy credit.
Well, I was going to say too, I know you'll rate. Sorry, say it again.
Oh, Double Trouble Comics.
Double Trouble Comics.
That's the OA, right, Dustin?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And they've got some Peach Momoko. They've got the Peach Momoko OA for one of the Skottie I Hate Fairyland version 2. I can't remember which issue it was, but they also have that for sale. They have all these listed on eBay, but they also have them on Instagram. So if you look up Double Trouble Comics, you can contact. Very easy guy to work with, and shipping super fast. So very thrilled with that one. But now, Dre, you can show us anything you got this week, or just show us some of your favorite Skottie stuff. You got to show that hat. That hat's awesome.
Yeah, it's funny because I feel
put you in full.
I want to fill this whole hat with pins, and that's been a little project I've been working on. Eventually, I'm gonna customize the mannequin as well. Fill it with.
I want to see you fill it out, but then I want to see you wear it. I want to know how heavy it is.
Yeah,
so.
It's funny. I actually tried this on, and it hurts so bad.
It all just it's just poking into your head. So.
But actually, this Punisher pin is actually a 2018 SDCC exclusive from San Diego Comic-Con, and it's a pretty rare one. I really didn't see it on eBay that much. This was actually the only one I saw, so I had to have it. I sent the guy an offer. He accepted. So this actually came in the day before yesterday. So that was pretty cool.
Nice.
And then I actually was on Whatnot not too long ago. I was actually buying some original art from this guy named Joey Cabral, which is an awesome artist. You guys can check him out on Instagram. And ended up joining Presto's Comics Live and ended up grabbing this one right here. So it was
that's a great one. I love that one.
It was actually my second one. So, but I saw it and I was like $10.
That's a great, yeah.
I'm not passing it up.
That's good. Yeah, I need to grab that one still myself. So that's a good one.
And then obviously I had to go pick up my new comic book day stuff like the Avengers and Alien and the Marvel wraparound cover. So that was dope. I actually, well, I guess it's for another segment, but I was actually upset I didn't buy that wraparound cover on the Skottie store, the CGC 9.8 they had. That would have looked so awesome in the slab.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been a clean one, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then my most recent big sale was actually this one right here, which is, I love it so much. Back to the Future sketch.
That one's great. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Just killing Marty.
Yeah, we were all eyeing it in the chat for a long time. I think a lot of people had it on their eBay watch list.
And it's crazy that one lasted as long as it did.
Yeah.
Like it was up there for quite a while. So
I was lucky enough to snag that, so that was pretty dope. But yeah, that's really about it. My favorite cop of the week is actually this pin. That Punisher pin is so cool. I thought it was awesome.
And it does look really clean. Surprisingly, I'll say I don't have a single.
Brock said he had that on his watch list
yet. So.
But yeah, that's also football season started.
Tyler, I'm right there with you. I pin of Skottie's, but every time I see somebody like Dre post his hat or post their collection, oh, that's awesome. That's great, Dre.
Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait. Football season is like starting. My fantasy draft is this Sunday, so I'm very excited. It's like that's the best time of the year.
Very cool. Now, did you tell me, are you located in Kansas? I'm not asking your address, but are you located in Kansas City where Patrick Mahomes, where the Kansas City Chiefs are? Or am I?
Oh,
Kansas
no,
City,
no, no.
Maybe
No,
someone else had bought something
Yeah.
Kansas City wise. I thought it was you.
No. I'm actually based out right here outside of DC. I'm like right in Maryland, DC, Maryland area. Huge Patrick Mahomes fans though. I love Patrick. I've been watching him since Texas Tech, so I thought that was pretty. I was kind of upset he went to Kansas City, but I can't get upset. I've done fantasy football. Having a favorite team is a conflict of interest, so I try to stay away from picking a favorite team.
That's fair. Yeah.
I love talent though. I love college football.
Yeah.
I love seeing like players, move on through the ranks and seeing them make a career in the NFL. So not having a team is actually it's pretty cool. A lot of people are like, you don't have a team? I'm like, yeah, man. Like it's a conflict of interest. Like I love talent though.
Very cool. Being in DC, you're not. We're trying to think of a way to get all of our group together. You got to come down to Heroes Con next summer.
Oh,
got to plan for it now so we can get you down here so you can hang out with me and Tyler for a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. I actually I wanted to go this year. We actually spoke about it in our Instagram group that we wanted to meet up, but obviously like scheduling and stuff. But hopefully next year. I've told my girlfriend since actually last year when we went to New York Comic Con, I was like, I really want to go to Heroes. Skottie always goes to Heroes. I think the last time he went to New York Comic Con was like 2018, and I doubt he'll come back to New York anytime soon. But yeah, definitely next year. I'm hoping. Fingers crossed, we'll make it happen next year. That's definitely a con that I want to check out really, really badly because it reminds me of the Baltimore Comic Con. It's more collector based and artist based instead of like a bunch of big brands and a bunch of like hype. So it's really cool.
Yeah, no, it was awesome for that. Yeah, I mean, this past year was my first, and like you said, it was just the artist alley was just massive. It was crazy. And like you said too, I mean, Skottie, has cut down quite a bit on where he goes, con wise. So definitely, you got to kind of go to him, like you said, and go to where he frequents the most. And he goes to Heroes Con, all the time. And it makes sense, being close to him there. So.
Yeah.
Seth's comment there.
The great thing about Heroes, though, Dre, you probably Tyler will agree with me, but you probably want to start saving money now for Heroes.
Whoa.
Because it's real easy to blow money fast at Heroes with many artists, and especially just at Skottie's booth. The OA they brought was incredible, and I'm glad
that's what I was going to say. Especially
the show was over with, or else I would have went home with even less money.
Yeah, especially if Skottie brings original art, I'm definitely saving money. Oh my god!
There were tons of pieces I wish I would have been able to grab that I was just like, I just don't have the funds right now. But next year, definitely want to save up more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you got that cool Fortnite, man. Oh my god, that original art for that Fortnite theme is awesome.
I did, yeah. That's what got me. That's what got me to solidify, because I was debating going, and then Megan was like, "Well, now you paid it off, you can come grab it from us." And I was like, "Okay, like done." Like, you don't gotta ask me twice to come. My away piece. So
one also. Tracy Hoffman's Ahsoka commission is ridiculous, dude. Oh my god. That Tracy has one of the best collections I've seen when it comes to Skottie OA. And that Ahsoka commission was so ridiculous.
Yeah, that Ahsoka. I wish I would have been able to grab that Ahsoka. That Ahsoka was super clean.
So clean, dude. It was amazing. That I was extremely jealous, but extremely happy for her. She's a really cool person.
We haven't met her. Or I've not met her in person. Because we were discussing, Dustin and I, potentially getting her to go to Heroes Con. And she just seems super nice and down to earth. And she's always commenting now, like my Instagram posts. And I follow her Instagram posts. So, her stuff, like you said, she's got a great collection as well.
Yeah, shout out to Tracy, man. She's such a cool person. I can't wait. Hopefully we get to meet her in the future.
Yeah, and that Tracy, I wish she was on Facebook, and me and Tyler talked about this as well, because she to share her collection on Facebook, because like you said, it's kind of jaw dropping whenever you see it. But I have chatted with her on Instagram, and she's actually, I think I told Tyler, and I can't remember if this was during one of the episodes or not, but Tracy is one of the ones that brought up. I always feel like I had to say Dr. Tracy. Dr. Tracy is the one that brought up having a meet and greet. Yeah. I got to show her. She earned it. We show her respect around here.
For sure.
But she's the one that brought up having like a meet and greet with the fans, and not saying that Skottie and Megan and John and all that Cody aren't welcome to come, but first and foremost, just kind of having all the people that like as soon as someone's Skottie art goes up, likes it, or as soon as a new cool book goes up, likes it, having everybody kind of meet and have a dinner somewhere at one of the cons. And since there's so many, Heroes seems to be a home con for Skottie. It'd be great if next year if we could set up something like that, maybe on a Thursday night.
Oh yeah.
Just have a meet and have a dinner for someone that's a little bit more familiar with the Charlotte area that could, kind of help me coordinate that. But once again, just something kind of long term that we're going to work on, and we'll probably talk more about this in the upcoming episodes.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Next one. Oh, it's 46 guys.
Oh, another giveaway.
Well, if we have a get together, Dre, you got to show up.
Oh, I have to for sure.
This is the Scarlet Witch set. You mind grabbing those, Dre?
Yep.
Spinning for round 3. Oh, just past Daniel. Oh, it's gonna land on Brock.
Yeah, good stuff, Brock. Congrats, bro.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome, especially while they're on the stream. Congrats. I'll make sure and get these to you ASAP, man.
That's great. Especially awesome. I can't talk. I combined Seth and Brock's name because my mouth's getting dry. But Brock's been commenting the whole show, so that's cool to see him win something. So
that's awesome. The algorithm.
Now we got to get Seth in that 4th spot. So you can go ahead and add Seth's name to it.
Yeah. Perfect. I'll do it on screen so we can see. So
bring this main.
Oh, that's awesome.
I closed it off.
No, you're fine.
I'm sorry. I closed it off too fast. Hey, we're men of our words. We're
exactly
right. Speak of what Tyler had mentioned before, these are the new releases this week. The Alien versus Avengers, which we kind of already commented on that, and the Marvel 85th anniversary special, which I like Dre had mentioned. I wanted to put a link up to it in the banner for the show store, and said it sold out, but now the market, another local comic shop, and they have it. But from what I heard, these are pretty quickly everywhere, so it may be hard to get going forward. Pulled up.
Yeah, I'm extremely kind of upset with myself.
But the big Marvel poster is still available. Yeah, for everybody other than Steven that didn't win the poster tonight, signed by Skottie, they're still in the Skottie shop. And you can buy a 3-pack for $45, and they're all signed by Skottie, so it's pretty awesome.
Oh, yeah.
All right, and this is something that dropped last week. That we alluded to this, Tyler, but we didn't want to go 2 hours again, so we didn't.
Yeah, they're just fantastic covers. Like, I love it's playful like this. So
good. The OA of these is probably awesome too, just to have. Oh my God!
True, yeah.
My favorite one is definitely the bug spray. Bug spray is awesome.
I do love the bug spray though. I love the bugle. I love the idea that J. Jonah Jameson's just slamming that down. And I love like Octopus being on there, like a little bit of the clipping news article that we get there. But the spray is reminiscent. As soon as I saw the spray, it reminded me of his Bully Wars cover where he's doing the fart.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, he's doing that stink spray again. So
Oh, that's a great callback, Tyler. I'd forgot all about that, but that's exactly what that looks like. And I just want to shout out to Ryan. Say, hey, Ryan was with us last week, and he said he's late, but better late than never. and Mike Becker. He said he actually went to Elite Comics where Skottie was at tonight. He got the wraparound cover signed, and if I'm not mistaken, all the money from that show was going towards a charity, and it's in our group. I can't recall it now, but that was awesome. Skottie showing up. We'll see if Becker put how the lines were. He said, great signing. I went right after work and was second in line. Definitely easier than a con. So these local con shows where artists show up, or local comic shops where artists show up and do the quick signings, those seem to do flow a little bit better, especially where Skottie's located. Now, if this would have been like Midtown in New York or even Coliseum of Comics where Tyler's at,
would have been crazy.
The lines may have been a little bit different, but yeah. But that's great. That's awesome. All right.
And we didn't call it out, but the What If Mini became Captain Marvel. That should be fun. I've been enjoying the Disney covers he's been doing. So
yeah, that Wolverine one was awesome. That Donald.
Yeah, Wolverine was perfect, and the Donald is Thor is fun too. So
and the Virgin is actually the 1 out of 25 incentive. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool one to own.
Yeah.
Well, between those two and even the Uncle Scrooge, I mean that's Scrooge Uncle Scrooge. You can tell I'm a DuckTales fan. But
I love DuckTales. Yeah, DuckTales is so good, and that's
pretty awesome. But I think
it was perfect. Yeah.
I wonder when he's going to release that What If Mini.
I'm trying to share Dre's face.
Looks like November 20th is the in shop date.
November 20th. November 20th.
Cover, yeah.
No, okay. Yeah, he needs to drop that artwork ASAP. I want to see
that.
Becker put $5 SIGs. All the money went to Children's Mercy Hospital. Oh, that's awesome. You get Christmas presents for kids stuck in the hospital at Christmas time. Maybe 20 people really behind me max. So a limit of 10 items per trip through the line. Very good calls.
I would have done multiple trips, mainly just for the charity aspect, but it's too. So
have a good one, Dan. Thanks for stopping by, man.
I agree.
Yeah, appreciate you jumping in, man.
Oh yeah, thanks, Dan. We'll see you next week, man.
Well, that
all right. Did you all get your Frankenstein? Any of the turtles on the restock?
I did, yeah. I grabbed Frankenstein and I grabbed the regular.
Each of the monsters.
Yeah, I grabbed the foil last time, so I had to get the regular to complete it. So I'm hoping for that blue Leonardo Sig.
Yeah, I got myself one Frankenstein. Just one.
Did you all see the signature? Did you all see the signature on the Frankenstein?
Oh yeah, the green. I was hoping he placed it in the perfect spot because I was like, I wanted him to sign it. He picked the perfect spot.
It's good. You've seen the best copies they do, Dre, where he's liable to sign it in 5 or 10 different spots in different ink colors, and they kind of look at it. And I like that they do that to test one out just to see where the perfect spot is.
Yeah, and, I've always wondered why
he nailed it. He had the perfect spot.
Yeah, Meg talks about that. I love when Meg's like, that's one of her favorite things to do is to go and grab 5 to 10 different color markers and have them, try them out and which one is, is the favorite. So.
And
Becker had said that Skottie hadn't did a KC signing since Twig won.
Wow.
Sorry,
really
Greg.
Cool.
My lag's killing us, guys. But Becker had put that Skottie hadn't did a signing since Twig 1 came out, so it was really cool of him to raise money for local cause. I agree. And Orlando had put Will Ninja Boy, Skottie Young come out. That's the $1 million question. I've been in contact with Sean from Comics Elite and Garza, the artist behind it, and both of them said they're in the final leg, but we just get over the line to get that one out. And it'll eventually, it sounds like they're already printed, so it's just a matter of when, not if, but it's probably going to be a little bit of a wait, unfortunately.
Yeah, that Ninja Boy is tremendous. I really love that cover. I remember when we first
and the question that
it's ridiculous. It's really good.
I agree 100%. But so who's getting a remark tomorrow? Anybody in the chat?
What's the actual price tag? Are they actually all 1,000 and up, even for the 9/8?
I believe because the 9, there's a 9.6 up there,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken, and it
Yep.
tops out at 9.9. So I'm assuming that's the range. From the 9.6s would be 1,000, the 9.9s would be 1,500. But this is so. I mean, even the fact that there's color laid out on it, and I don't know if you all were watching. I can't remember if it was Heritage or Comic Link, but the last Ninja Turtle sketch, daily sketch that Skottie went for like multiple thousands of dollars, like 3,000 to 4,000. It was
That's
some
the Michelangelo one on the pizza.
ludicrous
pizza
amount,
set, right?
but it was someone that. Yes, yeah, and I say ludicrous, but someone really wanted that, and the fan and love for turtles is so huge right now.
Yeah.
And especially Skottie laying this out on them. Yeah, these are the sketches that he did are you say remarks, but the fact that he used color and he's got all 4 turtles represented there. I predict these will sell out within an hour, and I may be wrong, but I think that there's enough turtle fans that will jump on these.
I'm headed to Disney World next week, so if I didn't have to go to Disney World, I would definitely buy one.
That's funny. You're going to the Disney World, Dre?
Yeah, next week we leave on the 7th, and then we'll be coming back to DC around.
Nice. You might see me there on the weekend. I live here in Orlando, so you might
nice,
see me
man.
always on the weekend. So
yeah, let me know. We'll be at Disney World on Tuesday the 10th. So
nice. Yeah, I would love to see somebody. I want to see somebody.
That's a trigger word is
turtles.
So, Dre, one of the things that me and Tyler, you watch week 1. Our Disney talk did not go well. I love talking about Disney, and you'll have to post all about it. But me and Tyler talked for an extra hour about nothing but Disney. And the viewers just started dropping like flies after that. But I enjoyed it. I love talking Disney and Universal. So I'm all for it.
This is actually my first time going to Disney World. My sister's gone about like 5-6 times.
That's awesome, man. That's really cool, man.
Oh,
yeah. Seth, yeah.
You'll have a great time. Make sure and post plenty of pictures so we can. As expensive as Disney's gotten, that's probably a great idea. And me and my family of 6 may hit up Tyler and his wife whenever we come down to visit, just to save a little bit of money.
I've got my study here. That's like my guest area. We'll stay over. So
I'll just stay in a corner, Tyler. Don't mind me. We'll make it work. But,
there you go.
Real quick, these books will be in the CGC Signature Series section of the Skottie Shop. So if anybody is interested, at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning Central Time, these will drop in the CGC Signature Series section, or at least in the newsletter. That's where the link led, was the CGC Signature section. And I'm starting to get dry again, Tyler.
I was feeling it. You drank, and I'm feeling it in my throat. So.
The first week was a lot easier to talk for 2 hours, and then each subsequent week my throat has gotten drier as we've talked. So, but I enjoy this. This is great. Real quick, before we get in here, anybody that's watching in the chat or anybody that's watching later, if you ever want to be a guest, as our first, you could be a second or third guest, but you'll never be the first guest, because Dre was the first guest. He'll go into the Hall of Fame as the first guest of the Skottie Talk with Tyler and Dustin. But flex, man, flex. But we're always looking for anybody that wants to jump on here with us. Dre, was it bad? It's pretty easy to get on here and chat with me and Tyler, hopefully, for you.
Oh yeah, it was awesome, man. I appreciate you guys inviting me, and it was great doing a giveaway. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna ask you to do more giveaways in the future. I have a bunch of stuff that I love, to give out. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Hope to do this again soon. Also.
Awesome.
No, it was great having you. I mean, the giveaway was such a great idea, and it's such a cool way to get everybody involved. And I mean, you've got, so much. That's, awesome of you to freely, offer that stuff up to give in the first place. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 100%. We're give Dre all the credit for this giveaway idea. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. And we still got one giveaway left to go. I haven't forgot about that before we close up shop.
Sure.
But Dre, thank you. Thank you for being as generous and being as the cool thing about you and Tyler that I've got to chat with both of you is that you're not just fans, but you're energetic fans. You're very excited about what you get. You're not buying it because you have to complete something or you have to do a collection. It's more than a compulsive disorder or something. It's actually a love for the Skottie art. And so that just, we're like all peas in a pod. So thank you all very much. I always thank Tyler, but I think that leads us to our last drawing. And this will be Captain America 9.6.
And Seth, that his name has been added. It's at the era. So Seth has been added officially. So
because he's Megan's favorite.
That's what he says, at least. That's what he says. So all right. I'm gonna laugh if it's Seth. That would have been hilarious.
Oh my God.
So close.
Oh no.
Congrats, Kevin.
Congrats, Kevin. Yeah.
That's some awesome slabs, man. We'll make sure and get these to you soon. Also, Dustin, I'll be sending you some FedEx Airway bills so we can get the winners their stuff as soon as possible and stuff like that. So don't worry, you guys will have it pronto.
Yes, sir. Tonight after this is over with, for anybody that's watching later that won or that sees your name pop up, I'm going to create a post that lists all the winners and all the prizes and tag everybody in it so they know who won. And I think that's it. We'll at least try to get it out to you within the next week at the slowest. So Seth, don't spin again. But, thank you all for watching tonight. We hit double digits again tonight, Tyler. We got up to 10 people watching at one point in time. So
that's awesome. Yeah, I was
it's
watching.
More fun. The more people that join, the more fun.
Yeah, it's always appreciative. Everybody joining in.
I apologize.
Even if you join in late, we appreciate it. So.
Well, I apologize for doing this. Tyler, we didn't discuss this, but for doing this on the same night that Skottie did the charity drawing. So hopefully we didn't. I'm sure we didn't pull anybody away from that was going to go to it. But hopefully that was a success. And hopefully we'll see somebody right before we joined tonight. Someone from the group had posted about their visit to the shop to get a book signed. So make sure y'all check that out.
Yeah, mention that. Yeah,
I'm gonna have to check that one out. I didn't see that.
All right. Well, y'all got any closing words before we call it a night?
Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate you. Congratulations to all the winners. Like I mentioned, we'll get these giveaways to you as soon as possible. I'll work with Dustin. And again, thank you guys. Hope to see you guys awesome. I love showing off my PC and my hat. So thank you.
Yeah, I gotta get one of those heads for my hats. I want to get one modeled after Skottie's face. I think that'd be great.
Yeah,
Skottie had to put my hats on, so
that's awesome.
Yeah, I love the idea.
Full screen for you, Tyler. We got to see that hat as well.
The other one, the Megan, John, and Skottie signed one, so that was also really cool.
See, Seth doesn't have that one.
I think that's the thing. Yeah, it's just we just one up each other every time to see who can get the craziest pulls. So
yeah, I don't know who the first one's going to be to get a Skottie Young tattoo on their arm, but I know we've got Skottie art on people's arms now. But
it's on my list, man. I'm for sure.
I don't do ink. I'm scared of needle. I don't like needles.
I'm gonna get one for sure. I've got two. I'm thinking I'm gonna do the whole sleeve. I'm gonna have my right arm dedicated to Skottie, I think. But it's just figuring out what I want. But I've got an idea that I actually had recently the other day that I got me really excited. So
yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that one because I actually have a Yoda tatted on me already. I don't know if you guys can see it. Hold on a second. I have this Yoda right here. So I'm hoping to get.
I like that.
I wanted to get a Skottie Darth Vader tatted next, so that's on my to-do list.
Good choice.
Yeah.
Well, guys, really enjoyed chatting with you all tonight. Thank you, everybody that stopped by and everybody that's watching this later. We'll try to do this again next Wednesday, 7 p.m. You all have a great night and stay Skottie.
Peace, guys.
Stay messy.